A lot of new XRP millionaires are about to be created. It's pretty much inevitable at this point, don't you think? Honestly, it's not just something that's about to happen. It's already happened before. Just look back at the 2017 bull run. Tons of people were buying XRP for around half a penny and later sold it for way, way more when it hit its peak at $3.35. Even in the last cycle, despite everything going on with the United States government trying to suppress XRP's price, some people still came out on top. Think about it. XRP bottomed out around 10 cents. And even under all that pressure, it had a 20x price increase. That's pretty wild, right? The potential here is real, even with all the challenges. You know, for some people, that would already be more than enough. And even in this cycle, it's clear that it's already happened for a few lucky folks. XRP hit a low of 28 cents and then skyrocketed to a new all-time high of $3.40. That alone turned some people into XRP millionaires. But let me tell you, this journey isn't over yet. By the time this whole thing wraps up, I think it's going to be absolutely wild. So let me share some of the latest facts and figures with you. I like to dive into these from time to time. And a few of the metrics I'll go over today haven't been highlighted in a while. It's definitely worth giving you an update. Trust me, this is going to be exciting. This is going to get super exciting. Seriously, really fun. Of course, at some point, the market will hit its peak, drop by 80%, and some people might not be too happy about it. Before we dive in, let me just say this. I don't have any kind of financial background. This isn't financial advice, so please don't make any buying or selling decisions based on what I say. Okay, let's keep it chill. I just came across a post shared by chart analyst Zoom, and it's pretty exciting. For the first time in XRP ledger history, almost 2,000 wallets are holding between 1 million and 5 million XRP. That's huge. For accounts with that much XRP, it's definitely rare, but it's really cool to see. Thanks to the public nature of the XRP blockchain, we can actually track this data. It's amazing to witness how far the community has come. I just wanted to take a moment to celebrate this milestone with all of you. So many of you have been in this space for years, believing in XRP and sticking it out through all the ups and downs. I've been right there with you in the trenches, and I'm so proud to see the success within our community. You've earned it. Congrats to everyone who's been a part of this journey. I'm honestly pretty happy, even if I end up selling my XRP at lower prices than some of you. If you sell at higher prices, I'll be cheering you on. Props to you for doing an awesome job. Of course, there's always risk since no one knows exactly where the market will peak. It's all about trade-offs, right? Speaking of XRP, here's some cool data. According to the XP market account on X, there are nearly 2,000 accounts holding between 1 million and 5 million XRP. That's impressive. Oh, and have you checked out the XRP rich list? If not, it's a fun website where you can see how you rank among other XRP holders. It's crazy to think there are now a total of 6.58 million XRP accounts. That's how many wallets exist. Back in 2017, when I first joined the XRP community and was completely new to crypto, there were fewer than 700,000 accounts. Fast forward to now, and the consistent growth is just undeniable. XRP has been one of the early movers in the crypto space, and honestly, we were right to believe in it. We've made it this far, and here we are today, and here got me thinking about how many people have already become XRP millionaires just from that first big pump. But let's not forget, historically, it's the second pump in a market cycle. That's the one that tends to be the most impressive in terms of gains. And yes, I get it. Not everyone has huge amounts of XRP. Even having 50,000 XRP, which I know some of you do, is actually pretty rare these days. So if you're holding onto XRP, you're part of something special. All right. So since this is an XRP focused channel, I know a lot of you have been stacking up XRP for years, probably longer than you care to admit. I bet quite a few of you out there have hit some pretty impressive numbers in your wallets. So here's the thing. I was looking at some figures and honestly, it hit me. This could seriously change lives. What if some of those analysts predicting $20 XRP are right? So let's break it down. Right now, there are about 27,263 accounts holding between 50,000 and 75,000 XRP. Let's say you're on the lower end with 50,000 XRP. If XRP hits $20, that's a cool 1 million. Crazy, right? And these kinds of things do happen in crypto. People have seen it before. To be clear, I'm not making any price predictions here, but wow, the possibilities are exciting to think about. I'll be honest, I don't know exactly where XRP is going to peak, but I'm feeling really optimistic about it. I truly believe it's going to go much higher as this cycle plays out. You can totally understand why the community is so excited about this. It's a big deal. And even if you're holding less than 50,000 XRP, which is definitely getting harder to accumulate these days, don't worry. I know a lot of you listening probably have that amount or more, but wherever you're at, there's still so much potential ahead. Even if you have a little less than expected, it's exciting to think about what could happen if we really hit some of those higher targets. Honestly, I'm usually on the more cautious side, but even I can admit it's possible and the results could be incredible. We're talking about a huge number of people reaching life-changing levels of wealth. There are going to be so many XRP millionaires. It's going to be wild. It's all about timing, my friends. Moon season is coming. The XRP ledger is picking up steam when it comes to adoption, and that's a great sign. I came across a post by chart analyst Ali Martinez from a few days ago, and he mentioned that XRP active addresses hit 1.12 million last week. Wow, these numbers would have been almost impossible to imagine just a few years ago, but here we are. Despite everything, including the SEC drama, we made it through. The XRP ledger is thriving and the future is looking bright. Wow. Have you seen the number of new accounts lately? I haven't talked about this on the channel in a while, so I thought it'd be fun to check in on it. I like to take a look at this every now and then. It's always interesting to see where things are at. It seems like we've hit a new norm with how many new accounts are being created every day. Right now, it's around 4,000 accounts daily. Some days it might be a bit less, some days a bit more, but that 4,000 mark seems to be the standard now. And it's been holding steady for months. Now, here's the crazy part. Go back a year and the daily average was closer to 1,000 new accounts. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more, but definitely under 1,000 most of the time. Fast forward to today, and we're seeing 4 times as many new accounts being created every single day. That's such a huge leap. And the fact that it's been consistent for months is even more amazing. Right now, XRP is consolidating, and guess what? Almost no one's paying attention. By that, I mean the retail crowd, the folks who usually jump in during market tops every cycle. They're just not looking at XRP right now. And you can see it clearly in Google Trends. Hardly anyone is searching for XRP at the moment. Thus, don't get me wrong. This doesn't mean there's anything wrong with XRP. It just means we're not in that exciting, euphoric phase of the market yet. But hang tight. Once we hit that stage, things are going to look a whole lot different. Just take a look at how high the interest spiked back in December. Check this out. November and December were incredible, just skyrocketing. And trust me, the second wave of this is going to be even bigger. Everyone's going to be talking about XRP, right? It's going to get absolutely crazy. Right now, XRP has been holding steady above $2 for most of the year, which is pretty amazing to see. We're not in that euphoria stage yet, and it's definitely not overbought. It's like this has become the new normal. Think about it. $2 XRP and 4,000 new accounts a day. That's just everyday business now. But when that next big pump happens, this whole market is going to go wild. That's what I'm expecting. And honestly, I can't wait to see it unfold. Check out this post from chart analyst XRP Punky. He points out that over the last 200 days, XRP has been holding sideways. That's a huge sign of strength, and he believes it's primed to take off. Consider this your final call. If you haven't stocked up yet, $2 could soon be a thing of the past. Get ready for what's coming. It's completely okay if you're just getting into XRP now and buying at these prices, whether it's around $2, $3, even $1.50. This is the new normal for XRP, and it's only the beginning. If you're feeling a bit of FOMO, wishing you got in earlier, don't stress. Many of us feel that way when we look back, like when XRP was 49 cents about 6 months ago. But here's the thing, a decade from now, people will look at $2 XRP and think, I can't believe you got it that cheap. So don't beat yourself up. What matters is that you're here now. And that's how it goes, right? Honestly, I feel the same way. When I first bought XRP, I think the very first price I paid was around 21 cents. Looking back, you might think, wow, 21 cents, that's such a good deal. But at the time, it felt like a high price because I was jumping in at what seemed like a new high. Meanwhile, there were people who had been in the game for years, and I kept meeting folks who had snagged XRP for half a penny. The thing is, if you stick with it, the crypto space just keeps growing and evolving. XRP in particular has consistently proven to be a winner in my book. Seriously, feels like a no-brainer. Now, just imagine where things could be in another decade. maybe after a couple more market cycles. It's going to be absolutely wild, like next level exciting. Check out this post from chart analyst Bobby A. He's got a great take on XRP. He says there's beauty in simplicity and symmetry, and shares an XRP price chart that goes back over a decade. It's super interesting to see what he's pointing out. Look at 2017, first big pump, a half year of consolidation, then the second big pump. We're seeing the thing play out now. So far, we've only had the first big pump, and the market's been moving sideways since then. That second pump is coming. I'm more confident than ever. We just need to hang tight because the cycle peak isn't here yet. There are so many ways to analyze the market, and they all point to the same conclusion. It's not over. Chart analyst Greg Crypto agrees too. Here's an XRP USD price chart, and here's something interesting. Back in 2017, it only took 6 monthly candles before the final big move launched. The same pattern has been highlighted by a lot of people, and it's worth paying attention to. Take a look. This is the first leg up from 2017, 6 candles, then boom, it skyrocketed. So what about now? Well, it doesn't have to be exactly 6 candles this time. It could play out a little differently, as many have pointed out, but history tends to rhyme, and I think we might see something similar. Crypto analyst Igor Crypto pointed out that XRP has now consolidated over 7 candles, and there's room for 1 more, making it 8 in total. After that, get ready for the kaboom phase. Whether XRP shoots up or drops, one thing's for sure. It's going to be big. I think it's likely we'll see move to the upside. He also mentions his target zone in the post, and it's definitely interesting to look at what he's pointing out. Honestly, I'm not sure if we'll actually hit those levels, but it's not impossible. It's talking about $22.00 for XRP and even $27.00 this market cycle. Who knows? That could happen in the next few weeks. There are analysts out there, and Igor Crypto is one of them, who actually believes it's pretty plausible that we could see double-digit price action for XRP in July. I've mentioned this on my channel before. He even wrote a post specifically stating it. And honestly, he's not the only one with this perspective. There's even historical precedent backing it up. Will it happen? Who knows? But that's what makes it so exciting. For me, this is one of the most thrilling times to be an XRP holder. We're in this moment where literally any day things could take off. So let's wait and see. Check out this update from chart analyst Dark Defender. XRP looks ready to make a move soon. The price is nearing a key point where trend lines, Fibonacci levels, and the cup surface all align. The exponential moving averages are tightening, and the trend line is getting squeezed. Basically, things are heating up. Short-term targets are set at $2.22 and $3.61, with support at $2.07. Dark Defender says, it's time to get ready for a big decision. Looks like something exciting could be on the horizon for XRP in the near term. Here's an update from the great Matsby. This morning, he shared that XRP is still holding onto the $0.00 236 fib channel as support. Based on past patterns, check out his post below. It might just be time for takeoff. A lot of analysts seem to agree on this, but there's also talk that we could see one final dip to sweep the lows. I actually covered this in detail in my last video and have been bringing it up a lot recently because it's still a possibility some analysts are warning about. Even if we do drop below $2.00 though, it doesn't mean we're hitting into a bear market. That's not exactly how it works. It's really setting things up perfectly for that big breakout to the upside. Here's the post he was talking about. This is from the great Matsby on May 31st. He pointed out that the Fibonacci channel shows XRP has a history of using the lower zone of the 5 channel as support before breaking out upward. And guess what? The same pattern seems to be forming right now. So there's definitely some solid conviction here from a bunch of chart analysts. Just a friendly reminder though, I'm not a financial advisor, and you shouldn't make any buy or sell decisions based solely on what I say or write. That would be a super bad idea. Always do your own research.